Ahoy, shipmates! Now, no need to adjust your set. It is dark. This is a nighttime flight. Rather unusual. And before us we have the AIDACosma. I don't normally like to fly at night time because the picture quality is not as good. Don't get the stunning visuals you do during the day, and it's quite tricky to take photographs, especially of moving objects like cruise ships, for example. But we'll give it a go. As you can see, the AIDACosma is quite positively a floating carnival of lights flickering all sorts of colours, so that's why I thought take a little trip up, and the conditions this evening are pretty good. It's a sort of 11 degrees C, so it's quite comfortable to be outside this evening. There's no wind. It's just you, me, and the flashing AIDACosma. It's like Las Vegas on the water, isn't it? Also, you can see from here, you can see the lights in the docks. So the docks are quite well illuminated, but there's not a lot of light on the water. And the AIDACosma is reversing all the way out. I was hoping she was going to do a little pirouette and spin in front of us, but alas no, she's just on the reverse all the way out. But we'll try and get some pictures. AIDACosma is relatively new to port. She's the newest ship for the Aida cruise ship company, a German cruise line founded in the early 1960s, but is now a wholly owned subsidiary of Carnival. She came into port a couple of weeks ago for her maiden arrival. I wasn't unfortunately not around to catch that, but I did take some video and a couple of photographs I think last week during a rather wonderful sunrise. So if you're interested, check that little film out as well. You'll get to see her in daylight. I don't know if you can hear, but there is actually some music playing in the background. It is coming from the AIDACosma. I can't tell you what the tune is, but it's obviously some sort of departure fanfare arrangement, coordinated with the flashing visuals and the lights. All a bit of a fanfare to leave port. Sounds a little sort of Disney-esque. That's how I would best describe the music, but you may be able to hear it. I've set up a little device to record it, but maybe you can hear it. So I'm going to try and get a photograph in. Like I say, it's not the easiest things to photograph, but there's a great array of flashing colours going on the side, so probably an opportunity now to capture a still photograph. A little tweak here. It's not too bad, I suppose. Unfortunately, just as I took the photograph, all the colours went the same. This is a theme of this film. Every time I try and take a shot, all the colours have gone the same. Even though they're quite often rainbow colours, I just seem to miss it. It's certainly one of the more colourful ships that we see leaving port in the evenings at the moment. This is 9:30 at night here in the port of Southampton. It's certainly very dark and black, making the ship really very noticeable on the Southampton water. I guess as the times get later in the year and it gets a little bit lighter, I'll probably get some better pictures when there's enough ambient light to illuminate the hull slightly, because at the moment it's very dark indeed. She's reversing all the way out, so I was hoping to get a bit of a pirouette. I see those steady flashing colours again. Let's see if I can scoot round here and get a shot of that. I bet you they stopped. There we go. They've stopped. Back to the purple again. My time is quite right, though. You can see the hull in this one, as is typical with the Aida cruise ships. They have a very distinctive graphics running all the way down the hull, And I also have, I'd like to say, looks like a pair of lips on the bow. It's unclear if that's what it's supposed to represent, but it certainly looks like it to me. I've noticed quite a few people on the upper deck. I mean, it is 9:30, and I would imagine they've filled themselves full of buffet, managed to find the lift to take them to the top floor deck, where they are rolling around full of chips and steak and enjoying the departure from the port of Southampton. Perhaps they've got a little evening cocktail with them. You can see the Aida name all right at the top of the funnel area. Good amount of side illumination on the AIDACosma here, lighting up the water. I think being closer to the ship allows more light into the camera, and that may offer a better photograph. So let's try one from here. That's definitely better. Yep, you can see the lips on the bow. Yeah, it's that was better. I did take quite a few that time. I tried all different things and they didn't come out particularly well, but that one was one of the better ones. And I think I know how to take a good one now. As the ship is constantly moving, I think I need to move the drone at the same time. Not normally an issue, obviously, during daylight, but because it's quite low light and the ship's moving, they're all getting a bit blurry. So if I can move the drone at the same speed, keeping the ship stationary in my viewfinder, I think I might get the shot that I'm after. Still playing this rather relaxing music. It's quite a, like I say, this gentle, there's such a gentle breeze coming off the water, wafting the tunes over to here in Mayflower Park. That's really quite a pretty sight. It's worth seeing. If you happen to be in the port area, I would definitely recommend coming down to Mayflower Park and watching the AIDACosma leave. Almost like a performance. Right, so this time I'm going to keep the camera moving while I take a shot. Let's see how that goes. That's much better. That's the best one of the evening. All in focus, excellent reflections. Yep, that's the one that does it for me. As you can see, there's not a lot of illumination going on at the bow, so it does look really dark when I'm trying to take video. The stern is definitely the more illuminated part of the vessel. Well, this has been quite interesting, quite informative, a bit of a learning experience for me. My sort of first time taking shots of a moving vessel. You can see the video is quite dark. I think I may have to perfect my technique and experiment a little more, but it's all worth doing because you never know, there could be something happening one night and I won't have practiced. Well, I shall just watch the AIDACosma reversing out of the port of Southampton. And if you enjoyed my little film, Shipmates, do please think about subscribing. The YouTube gods of analytics will be much happier if you click some buttons. And if you enjoy the photographs, they are on my Instagram at Solent Ships UK. And if you've recently become a member of the channel, I thank you very much indeed for becoming a member or a patron of the channel, and also thank you to my PayPal donors. Alright, until next time, shipmates.